Hey YouTube kittens, it's Kathy Cat. You are looking radiant today. You might have seen in the back of the studio or the room of some of your favorite influencers, those are the lights from DeVoom. We're going to compare 3 of their products, Ditto, Planet 9 and Pixumax, and find out which one might be the best one for you. Sha-la-la-la-la! And Planet 9 is here, and one of the things I really like about it, it looks almost like an Among Us character. I mean, if you ever played Among Us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Planet 9 is mainly a mood light, meaning you have a nice light in your room, but it can also be an evening light and similar things. Next one here, Pixumax. When you open it up, you have the actual product and underneath some suction cups, so you can suction it to wherever you want to suction it to. Is that how you use the English language? Maybe not. Similar system, you have a box. Let me pull it out. I am strong German woman. Da, 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 da. I think this one gives me a little bit of an Apple feel. You know, the kind of like, ooh, you have everything wrapped again in paper. So this is the cable, the charging cable. Each of them has an instruction manual in different languages. The little pixel animation ones come also with stickers. Stickers! And then the Pixumax. Max! Ooh. Oh, look at this sleek lady or gentleman here. This one has more pixels, so all the things I could not do on the Ditto, this one will be able to do. So kind of excited. Pixumax can be a signboard, it can be just some cute animation you want to have maybe in the back of your streams and similar things like that. And the cool thing is there's going to be a lot more things that you can do with this one, and you can customize it. To be honest, you can customize all of the DeVoom items. It just really depends on what you really want. And finally, the Ditto one came almost in a little bubble protecting the whole product. It was super safe. This case I love so much. I just keep it as a little decoration in my room too, because I liked it so much. Ditto is a little screen, as you can see here, but also at the same time, Ditto will be able to play music, and you can also play games on it and lots of more things actually. The DeVoom app pretty much handles all of your DeVoom things. The app is also totally for free, and the great thing is there is a community where you can then upload your own designs and similar. Currently Planet 9 is the one that is connected, which means if we go back into our menu, you can select moods and mixes people have done online with this one here. But in this case, you can also just handle everything up here. So you can change you see the type of animation you're getting just by turning this button here. Or you can go and have a color swirl in it. So this is more of a relaxing light. So you can have, for example, this one here in the evening when you just want to have like a bed light or similar. Also, you can control the brightness and similar things like that. Now, green button is on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can you see that? So depending on what kind of music and similar thing you listen to, this one will then change the animation, which I think that is super nifty. And again, you can switch the microphone off and then it won't listen to your beats anymore and just do its own little thing over here. It also has a little hook to hang it onto the wall. And again, you switch it off here too. Ta-da! Pixumax I am terribly excited about, because a lot of times when I saw some really cool animations, they wouldn't look so good on the small screen. They were sometimes designed for the big screen. You link this again to your DeVoom app and you have all kinds of cool stuff that you can get with this one. Again, this one is not a speaker. It is though, it can be a signboard, it can be something in the background of your streams. You can install it to do certain things that you wanted to do. So for example, I can say, how about this wonderful gingerbread house? And it will then, for a moment, give me a preview here of the gingerbread house. And if I wanted to have it, I could straight download it onto my device. And then it will send the data from the net over right straight to my device. And there we go. The house is now saved on here and I can save other animations for it. I am a huge geek though. There's one thing I cannot resist. There are a couple of bigger ones and smaller ones. The ones with the large pixels are great for the smaller ones, and the ones with the detailed pixels, I can't. How about we have a sexy Sailor Moss walking? Oh, crybaby. Crybaby. Oh, can we have the crybaby, please? Oh, I lost crybaby. Oh, look at that. So this one is designed for the smaller pixel screen, but it will look still good on the big pixel screen. Oh, it's working! Okay, there's no too many pixels for this one here, apparently. Even though the original has more pixels, it still looks good. Some people also put GIFs in here. Of course, if they're super detailed, I don't think it will come out right. What? Yeah, that one here, for example. That's actually original GIFs that people put in there. This is, for example, this one is here. One of the things I use a lot on my Instagram for when I post a picture, and it's like, heart this. Now you can create your own collection by adding this to your device. But let's go for the heart one here. Put this straight onto my device and create myself a little folder with all the things I want. All right, with this one here, you can see the different channels. We have the time channel. We also have the cloud channel. That will be just the monthly top designs that are going at random. We have a visualizer. Woo! We have a visualizer. Whoa, 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 whoa. And in custom, the things I have downloaded are in there. But there's more slots, and you can also have different sets, which means you can, for example, have a set that only has Sailor Moon things, and then a set that has only Christmas things. All right, after browsing a while on their page, seeing what people have done, I came up with a combination of things I would love to show you. So one I did with some popular characters. So for example, I started with Pokemon. This emoji you might have probably seen somewhere around, a GIF as a GIF. I found that really cool. We also have some Squid Game action going on here. I thought there must be some Squid Game, and there was some Squid Game. Don't move. That's the pastel menu I came up with. Just cute pastel things that I thought would be cute. And I picked purposefully animations that are quite long. For example, this one here is a super long animation, like a dating sim kind of animation. It's quite long. I do like the longer ones, so you feel like the loop is not so short. Yeah, who's your waifu? Waifu. Or just some Mario or game things. So that's what I came up with in the end. I just had a lot of fun playing around with this one. I must say that the size of the screen, the biggest size of the screen, really caught my hat. I'm really happy with this one. So this little nifty speaker has a lot of things, including also a microphone. It has a lot of animations that you can also pick. It is surprisingly powerful, and it also has a couple of games and similar things built in as well. There's a clock in the visualizer like all the others, but I think it's also nifty to have a little bit of a gaming aspect here. Now, which one is the best out of all these? I do personally love mood lights. Usually in the evening when I go and write my diary, I put a mood light on just to not stress my head out with too many lights. It is definitely one of those that you can kind of use for the chillax time, but you can still do a lot of customization with this one. Personally, for me, I am absolutely in love with both of these ones here as well, just because the pixel animation is adorable and they're so practical. You can use in so many things. If you wanted to, if you don't want things changing, you can, for example, just use this as a shop sign for open, closed, or please like and subscribe. Well, this one here will be music and little things. I think they all have their pluses, but I must say I am a big lover of those pixel animations. They just have that wonderful retro charm that I love. So I am loving these ones the most. I can't decide. To be honest, I can barely decide. If you don't have a powerful speaker, I'd say go for this one. If you already have your own speaker and you want to focus more on the visuals, then I say go for the Pixoo Max. Warnings though, use the cables that these came provided with. I've seen a notification before. If you use a cable that is not provided with it, it might damage your battery. Unfortunately, I might have done that with my D2. I plugged it in and there was like a clicking noise, and it was a different type of cable that just didn't give it the energy it needed, and I might have reduced the battery life through that. So this is just a big warning from me. Make sure you use the actual supplied cables with it. You need to take good care of this one here. If you're curious about this one and why this one is so good, it's part of my favorites video, and that one is here. Be sure to check it out, and thanks for subscribing. See you next time. Bye.